Okay, good morning class 11. Today we start the chapter electric field and forces, okay, of electrostatics. And before knowing about electric field and forces, we must know about the charge. What is electric charge? What is electric charge? According to William Gilbert, an electric charge is something possessed by material objects that makes it possible for them to exert an electric force or force and exert an electric force and respond to an electric force. Okay? It means that charge is such type of property or such a thing, we can say, that if it develops on an object, that object is capable of exerting electric force, or that object is capable of responding to an electric force. Okay? And now we must know about electric field. Electric field arises around a charge or a charged body, that is a body carrying an electric charge. So electric field is the region around an electric charge or an electrically charged body within which its force can be experienced. Okay, so right now electric field. What is electric field? The region around an electric charge or an electrically charged body within which the electric force can be experienced. Means if another charge is placed in that region, the second charge will experience the force of the source charge. The charge which has been placed at a point and around which there is a region, that is called electric field. If any other charge, that is also called test charge, that test charge is placed in that field of the source charge, the test charge will experience electric force. Okay? And now Coulomb's law for electric forces. Coulomb's law for electric forces. Electric force means, just we have studied about the electric charge, electric field, and we have mentioned the terms electric force. Electric force means the charge pulls or pushes another charge. If there are two similar charges, they push away from each other. If there are two dissimilar charges, they pull toward each other. Okay? And that's why electric force means the charge, the force between two, force of attraction or repulsion between two charges. Okay? Coulomb's law of electric force, it states that the electric force of attraction or repulsion between two stationary point charges is directly proportional to the product of their magnitudes and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. If this is plus Q1 charge, SI unit of charge is coulomb, you have already studied in lower classes. This is plus Q2 charge. Since both of them are positive charges, they repel each other. So Q1 exerts force on Q2 and that force is F, and Q2 also exerts the same force on Q1. And suppose they are separated by a distance R. Okay? The forces, the electric forces are acting, the electric forces, these are the two electric forces which are acting along the line joining the 2 point charges. Okay? They are repelling each other because they are similar charges. According to the statement, what we can write? The force of repulsion F is directly proportional to the product of these two charges. This is the first relation, and the force of repulsion is inversely proportional to the F is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two charges. Okay? Combining these two charges, relations, we get, combining these two relations, we get F is proportional to Q1 Q2 upon R square. Or F is equal to K Q1 Q2 upon R square. Where K is a proportionality constant whose value depends upon the medium in which the charges are situated. If these two charges are situated in air or in vacuum, if the charges are situated in free space or in vacuum or in air, the value of K will be 4 pi permittivity naught is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square Coulomb square per Coulomb square, where is the permittivity of free space or air, the permittivity of air is approximately same as that of the free space. Then equation, a permittivity of free space has value 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton per meter square. Okay? If you substitute this value, you will get this result. Or farad per meter. Farad per meter. Farad, the unit of capacitance. Farad per meter. Okay? And now, equation 3 becomes, now equation 3 can be written as, now equation 3 can be written as F equals to 1 by 4 pi permittivity naught into Q1 Q2 upon R square. Okay? If the charges are situated in any other medium, if the charges are situated in any other medium, K will be equal to 1 by 4 pi permittivity. Absolute permittivity is called absolute permittivity. Absolute permittivity of the medium. Absolute permittivity is always greater than permittivity of free space. This is the Greek letter. This permittivity is a Greek letter called epsilon. Okay? This is also called epsilon. Epsilon, Greek letter. Greek letter epsilon. Okay? Greek letter epsilon. Because permittivity, absolute permittivity is greater than permittivity of free space, what we can say that the electric force will decrease or reduce if the medium air is replaced by another medium. Okay? Thus, so we can say that the electric force between two charges is reduced if a medium other than air is present between them. Okay, that's so we can say that the electric force between two charges is used if a medium other than air is present between them. Means if air is replaced by any other medium, then the force will be reduced. Now, limitation of electric charges. Limitations of Coulomb's law. One, Coulomb's law holds good for stationary point charges only. It is not universal law as the force between two charges depends upon the intervening medium. Okay? In vector form, the electric force can be written as F vector equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square R unit vector, where R is a unit vector. Okay, and this can be written as this, or F vector equals to 1 by 4 pi ln naught Q1 Q2 upon RQ R vector, where R is the position vector, we can say. Okay. Okay. Since R vector is equal to R vector upon R. Okay. If the product of the two charges become positive, then the force will be repulsive. That is, if the two charges are similar, certainly the result of the product of the magnitude of two charges will be positive. So the result will be positive and the force will be repulsive. If there are dissimilar charges, then the product of the two charges will be negative, and that negative sign represents that the force between the two charges is attractive. That is, if there are two dissimilar charges, the force between them is attractive. Okay? And thank you. Tomorrow or in the next lecture we will discuss about some numerical problems and the permittivity, definitions of permittivity, what is the permittivity, what is meant by permittivity. Okay.